So, Namaskaram everyone. Good morning everyone. Good morning everyone. Respected Dean Dr. Jamadar sir, Assistant Dean Dr. Nagoba sir, Academic Director whom you can call as the Dumbledore of this institute, Dr. Shirule sir, Academic Director Dr. Mantri ma'am, MEU Coordinator, Faculty in Charge Dr. Bautankar sir, all other senior faculties, professors and heads, and my dear friends, brothers and sisters. It is a great honor to stand in front of all of you to share my views and have an interaction session, and I am very much thankful for this opportunity to come down here to Latur and communicate with you. And very humbly I stand before you to share my views. It's a great responsibility upon me to stand here and speak, because so many senior faculties are going to hear to whatever I am saying. It would have been a different story if it was just between you and me. But now, because it is going to be between you and all the senior faculties and me, so my accountability increases, enhances. In the last few days, because of some work, I used to sleep late at night, and my diurnal rhythm was set to get up at 8 a.m., which is of course incorrect, but it was set to 8 a.m. Because that I had to come to Latur, and the most convenient mode of transport for me was Mahamandal. So I had to get up at 4 a.m. Left Solapur at 6 a.m. Quarter to 9 I reached, went to Balaji temple, and then I have come here. Why I am saying this is I have come here getting up at 4 a.m. for you people. So next 1 hour of almost 50 minutes, I expect you to be with me and have a good interaction in the next 50 minutes. It's just between you and me. With no other provision, I have come to Latur for you. So if you are using mobile phones, if you are having snacks, I would like to point out in general, and next 50 minutes, ensure that you will make this session the one that you will remember lifelong. As pointed out by Dr. Jamadar sir, this topic appears to be simple, but is not so. There is a concept in Sanskrit, Sandhi Vichhed, means you break the terms into small pieces, which anatomy is all about, I feel. You take any muscle, any name, if you understand its meaning, you need not remember anything differently. So if we break this topic into important words and discuss the session for next 25 minutes and then an overview, we will be able to understand it in a better way. How do I see myself as a clinician in the society? I feel the word I or myself, clinician and society. These are the three keywords. When we publish a paper, we write keywords by which people can hunt that topic. And these are the keywords I feel which will help us to penetrate into the topic deep. So before we start with this, I would like to ask, is it convenient with English or you want me to speak in Marathi? आधी सांगायचं ना. मी स्वतःला डॉक्टर म्हणून समाजामध्ये कसं पाहतो या विषयावरती आपण बोलणार आहोत. तर याच्यामध्ये महत्त्वाचे शब्द मी, स्वतःला, डॉक्टर आणि समाजामध्ये. तर आपण जेव्हा MBBS ला ॲडमिशन घेतो, मला वाटतं साधारण 25 लाख विद्यार्थी परीक्षा देतात आणि 25 लाखांमधून आपण कुठेतरी 1-1.25 लाखामधले निवडले जातो आणि गव्हर्नमेंट प्रायव्हेट या कॉम्बिनेशनमध्ये आपण डॉक्टर होतो. आणि प्रॅक्टिस करताना कोणीच विचारत नाही तू कुठल्या कॉलेजचा आहे, गव्हर्नमेंटचा आहे की प्रायव्हेटचा आहे. अर्थात तेवढी जबाबदारी आपली राहते, बरोबर आहे ना. आपण कुठून शिकलो यापेक्षा आपण कसे शिकलो, काय शिकलो आणि आपण काय देणार आहोत ह्याच्यावरून आपली ओळख होते. तर एवढ्या कॉम्पिटिशनमधून आपण पार स्वतःला करतो आणि इथे येतो. आणि इथलं वातावरण कसं आहे, तुम्ही तुमच्या इतर महाविद्यालयांच्या विद्यार्थ्यांशी, मित्रांशी, मैत्रिणींशी बोलत असाल, कसं आहे? ठीक आहे. रॅगिंग होते? नाही होत ना? नाही होत ना? मग तुम्ही एवढे शांत कसं काय बसले? तर सांगायचा हेतू हे आहे की एवढ्या कॉम्पिटिशन मधून आपण येतो, ठीक आहे, पण इथे आल्यानंतर खूप शिथिल पडतो. You go very dull. What is our aim? What is our aim? Sir, first sem आ रहा है, sir prelim आ रहा है, sir first university first year का exam आ रहा है. So if I ask you, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years of your life? Can you have any answer? Any prompt answer? Yes? You have come across through a very great exam which decides the cream layer of the society as per the Indian mentality. And in this context, we are that much accountable for being in this field. Now the question is, if we are accountable, are we realizing it? If we are realizing it, what is the plan of action? This is the discussion of I. ओके, दिस इज द डिस्कशन ऑफ आय. मला मार्क पडले, मी MBBS ला ॲडमिशन घेतलं आणि मी आता इथे डॉक्टर होणार आहे. तर मी त्या स्वतःला कुठे पाहतो पुढच्या 10 वर्षात? सोसायटी हा शब्द शेवटी आहे, नाही का. मी स्वतःला कुठे पाहतो? एनीवन? एनी प्लॅन ऑफ ॲक्शन इन द नेक्स्ट 5 years? सी, दिस इज अन इंटरॅक्शन, इट्स नॉट अ लेक्चर. And it will be great if you take up your bags on the desk so that I can walk in between and reach you up to the core एकदम core area तक आ सकते हो. And last bencher friends are my all-time favorite ones. So you have to answer. Okay, I have come here to listen to you as well. Yes, any answer? बहुत पैसा छापना है, बहुत बड़ा नाम कमाना है, बहुत सर्विस करना है. These are the common answers that I have come across in the last 6 years of student interactions. Yes? Anyone? अरे काय आई वडिलांची इच्छा, आजी आजोबांची इच्छा, स्वतःची इच्छा, चुकून आलो. जसं सरांनी सांगितलं, मी चुकून MD anatomy करतोय. Yes? Yes, yourself. तुमच्या मागचे. You want to contribute by answering? Yes, मागे बघू नका, माझ्याकडे बघा. You want to contribute by answering? नाही, वैभवचं नाव घेणारेच बोलू शकतात. Yes, कमी मागे येऊ का? म्हणजे मला व्यक्तिगत लक्ष घालता येईल. अरे लिसन.
Question repeat.
Okay, come back. See, you are going to get many such incidences in the next 50 minutes to enjoy. बट एक ही शर्त है, वो मोमेंट खत्म होने के बाद तुरंत मेन ट्रैक पे आना है. ओके, प्रॉमिस? हाँ. तो देखो, इससे हमारा क्या मालूम पड़ता है कि हमारा जो अटेंशन स्पैन है उसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन मार्क है. यस. हाँ, तब मैं अगर इस मोमेंट में कंसंट्रेट नहीं कर पा रहा हूं तो मैं अगले 10 साल के लिए एक फोकस लेके कैसे चल पाऊंगा, ये सोचने की बात. बराबर है? हाँ. तो मैं क्वेश्चन रिपीट कर रहा हूं. आप लोग अपना पेन पेपर, बहुत लोग लिख भी रहे पर वो क्या लिख रहे पता नहीं, पर इसमें से तुमको काम आने वाले पॉइंट्स तुम नोट डाउन करो, क्योंकि तुमको ये किसी एक बुक में या ऐसे किसी मोटिवेशनल बुक में नहीं मिलेगा. ये कॉम्बिनेशन है बहुत सारी चीजों का. हाँ. तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ऐसा है कि अगले 10 साल में आप खुद को कहाँ देखते हो? खुद को
सोसाइटी में एक
सोसाइटी को छोड़ दो, तुम खुद को कहाँ देखते हो?
एक हॉस्पिटल में
अरे सुनो सुनो, पहले पूरा सुनो फिर अच्छे से हंसना. हाँ. और 100 लोगों में खड़ा होके बोलने का भी जिगर लगता है. यू नेवर नो व्हेन द माइक विल कम टू यू. हाँ. सो बी अलर्ट.
पुढच्या 10 वर्षामध्ये म्हणजे एक चांगला डॉक्टर म्हणून सोसायटीमध्ये काम करायचं, म्हणजे कसं
हॉस्पिटल मधून सोसायटी मध्ये कशाला गेला? तो हॉस्पिटल मध्ये होतास.
हॉस्पिटल मधून पण सोसायटीसाठी काम करता येऊ शकतं.
हो. हळूहळू शिंग फुटत आहे, चांगली गोष्ट.
आणि अल्टिमेटली प्रायोरिटी एक गोष्ट असते की पैसा कमवणं
महत्त्वाचा विषय.
शिवाय बाकीच्या पण गोष्टी करणं महत्त्वाचं आहे. पैसा तर येणारच आहे, म्हणजे तो कमावा लागेल. तसेच सोसायटीसाठी पण काहीतरी आपलं काम असतं ते करणं गरजेचं असतं. पुढच्या 10 वर्षात तसंच पुढे पण ते करणं गरजेचं आहे.
ठीक आहे. ते सोसायटी सेंट्रिक त्याची प्रॅक्टिस राहणार आहे आणि तुम्ही पुढचे 10 वर्ष त्याला सोबत ऑब्झर्व करणार आहात की तो या शब्दांवरती किती खराब उतरतोय. येस मॅडम. हो. हा हा बोला ना, जवळ घ्या. हा.
10 वर्षात मी असं काहीतरी करेन ज्याने जे पेशंट आहेत माझे त्यांना कम्फर्टेबल फील होईल माझ्यासोबत आणि त्यांची हेल्प करेन.
या 2 उत्तरांवरून मी तुम्हाला काही सांगू इच्छिते, तुम्ही नोट डाऊन करू शकता. शाळेमध्ये इंग्रजी विषयामध्ये आम्हाला एक धडा होता आणि त्या धड्यामध्ये एक वाक्य असं होतं की लाईफ ऑफ अ पेशंट हँग्स ऑन द वर्ड्स ऑफ अ डॉक्टर. लाईफ ऑफ अ पेशंट हँग्स ऑन द वर्ड्स ऑफ अ डॉक्टर. म्हणजे काय? म्हणजे काय? बरं, एक सायंटिफिक प्रश्न. नॅचरल पेन किलर कुठलं आहे आपल्या बॉडीमध्ये? फिजिओलॉजी शिकता तुम्ही. हिंट देतो. वाय डू वी मेडिटेट टू बिकम स्ट्रेस फ्री? वाय डू वी डू योगा टू बिकम स्ट्रेस फ्री? वाय डू वी लाफ, बर्स्ट आउट लाफिंग टू बिकम स्ट्रेस फ्री? हैव यू हर्ड द वर्ड endorphins? Endorphins. Yes. What are endorphins? जाऊ दे, त्रास देत नाही. So basically they are our internal hormones that, you know, they normalize our system which is stressed, depressed, harmed, injured in different ways. Ekdam very layman's language I am telling you. So people who are weak in producing them, they are taking help of medicines from outside. Like 2 days before I met with an accident. I fell down and I got injured. Did not take a painkiller up till when it was decided to come here. I could not take a risk. म्हटलं लंगडा होऊन मी कसं बोलणार स्टेजवर. So I took just 1 painkiller. Otherwise never ever I have taken painkillers. So if we are prepared mentally, then we can overcome all our injuries. Now why this is important? Why did that statement, or how does that statement connect with this इंसिडेंस? कि अगर हम खुद कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं है तो हम दूसरे को क्या बोलेंगे? दूसरे को क्या बोलेंगे? तो अगर हम खुद बैलेंस्ड नहीं है, खुद कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं है, तो हम पेशेंट को कॉन्फिडेंट फील नहीं करवा सकता. उन्होंने क्या बोला की मी असा प्रयत्न करेन की मी पेशंटला कम्फर्टेबल फील करून देईन. बरोबर आहे. पण तो प्रयत्न कसा पाहिजे की लाथ मारलं तर पाणी तिथून निघायला पाहिजे असा पाहिजे. आणि तो कधी होऊ शकतो, असा प्रयत्न कधी होऊ शकतो? when can the life of a patient hang on your words? When you are completely acknowledged and well equipped with all modernities of your field and fraternity to speak with that confidence to the patient. For example, you are taking a round in an ICU and अरे तो पेशंट काय राहणार नाही आहे. Okay, you are getting a prognosis that the patient may not sustain for a long amount of time. Now there comes a picture. One picture is of ATCOM that deals with the emotional aspect, and second aspect is about your knowledge. तुम्ही सांगताय आता पेशंटचं काहीच होऊ शकत नाही, तुम्ही घरी घेऊन जावा. This is one story, okay? And if the patient survives for 6 months, आपने तो बोला 6 days and so 1 week or so, and patient survives for 6 months. Relatives may not complain because it was a positive happening, but think the contrary situation. पेशंटला काहीच होत नाही म्हटलं, पेशंट गेलाच गज. तुमचं हॉस्पिटल तोडून टाकतील ते. And this is very swiftly happening in times to come because of lack of clinical acumen, because of lack of those skills, soft and hard, that we are not acquiring as a student. I know seniors, faculties who have done MBBS 40 years, 50 years before. They are great surgeons, great clinicians today, and they used to say हमने हमारे सेकेंड ईयर में बेबी को डिलीवर किया है, सेकेंड ईयर में हमने सूचर लिया है, सेकेंड ईयर में हमने थायराइड सर्जरी असिस्ट किया है. And when I also did that in my second year, I felt yes, I am on the right track in terms of learning as a clinician. But when I asked my intern friends, or when I saw my own intern friends, where 50% and more people never sutured in their internship, I really think how will the society function when they will be working as a medical officer in a rural PHC. If I am not able to deliver a baby in a rural setup, which is far away from a city setup or a tertiary care center, then is it really worth I call myself as a doctor and use a 65,000 or a 1 lakh iPhone? I am earning money because I am endorsed to get that amount of money after a certain degree. But am I carrying those skills with me is a question. So our words will decide the fate of a patient when we are well equipped with the knowledge that we are supposed to learn here. One. Second, when we are emotionally attached with the patient. मी त्या पेशंटला लुबाडण्याचा विचार कधी करू शकतो जेव्हा तो माझ्याकडे पेशंट अ पर्सन विथ मॅलिडीज आणि सॉरोज असं मी त्याला नाही बघत आहे, मी त्याला एक केस म्हणून बघत आहे. बरोबर आहे ना? मी त्याला केस म्हणून बघत आहे. त्याच्या जागेवर जर माझा भाऊ असेल, त्याच्या जागेवर माझे वडील असतील, त्याच्या जागेवर माझी आई असेल, तर मी त्याला लुबाडणार का? मला लुबाडणार का? का? This is a different bonding. So when we can know ourselves in terms of knowledge, in terms of emotions, and in terms of existence, where all religious books lead to one concept, that is God resides in everyone. What exists within me, what is making me speak, the same entity makes you also speak. मग तुम्ही जेवताना तुमच्या दाताच्या मध्ये जीभ आली, तुम्ही काय करता? दाताच्या मध्ये जीभ आली, काय करता? दात तोडून टाकता? तुझ्यामुळे मला इजा झाली म्हणता का असं? दात पण तुमची, जीभ पण तुमची, दात पण तुमचे आणि जीभ पण तुमची. So when we have this kind of understanding, when we are dealing with the worldly affairs, then no power in the world can challenge us from doing good, and no condition in the world can make us inconfident dealing with them. But what it requires? Continuous acquiring of knowledge. These are not my words, these are words of Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. If you go through his series of interviews, he has been highlighting these points. Continuous acquiring of knowledge. So this morning when I had come to Nagoba sir, he said, I am very workaholic, and I definitely know about it. And he said, हे माझा computer system आहे, ही माझा टेबल आहे. फाईल सह्या करायचे असतील तर मी ते सह्या करतो, आणि मला माझं बाकीच्या वेळेत मी माझं रिसर्चचं काम करत बसतो. So he is still continuously acquiring knowledge. Or as Dean sir rightly said, it's 40 years I have been in this field, but still I am here to learn something. So when this student within us is alive all our lifetime, only then we can be what we are. We can be what we are. Means what? We are already something, but त्याच्यावरती एक आवरण आहे, एक कवर आहे, आणि त्याला काढण्याची गरज आहे. आणि ते कसं काढणार? जसं एखादं रूम तुम्ही बंद ठेवलं तर त्याच्यामध्ये त्याला कोणी वापरलं नाही तरी काय होणार? त्याच्यामध्ये धूळ येणार. पण त्याला रोज नॉलेजची झाडू जर लागत असेल तर ते कधीच घाण होणार नाही आणि युटिलिटी सारखा राहणार. तसंच आपला जो मेंदू आहे त्याच्यामध्ये सतत काहीतरी चांगल्या गोष्टी यायला पाहिजे. एखादी शेत आहे, ओके, देयर इज अ लँड, फील्ड ऑफ लँड, and if you sow something, what will happen? Something will grow. What you sow, that you will reap. But when you don't sow anything, what will happen? Any wise answer? Yes, absolutely correct. You will get unwanted grass, weed. And unfortunately, with due respect, it is greatly happening in our field. It is greatly happening in our field. What we are supposed to learn in MBBS, we are learning it when we go to MD and MS. What we are supposed to learn in MD and MS, we are learning it when we go in super speciality. टाइम तो उतना ही है. 50 साल पहले जिन लोगों ने MBBS किया है, I remember a MBBS doctor who operated my grandmother when she was 12 years, where her femur got infected with typhoid infection. He operated the bone and she is well. She is 75 now with God's grace. So it was the same MBBS fellow. But it does not mean that I am going across the super speciality and modernity and advancement that is coming. What I want to highlight here is they acquired that amount of knowledge in that amount of period, short amount of period. And we are getting later and later, we are lacking it. जो हमको अभी करना है वो हम आगे कर रहे हैं ना. एक कहावत क्या है? कल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब. और हम क्या बोलते हैं? आज करे सो कल कर, कल करे सो परसों, इतनी भी क्या जल्दी है जब जीना है बरसों. This has become our mentality. So how we look towards things is up to us, and that is going to decide what we are, what we have to be, and what the society around us has to be. So why am I here? Can anyone tell? वो आय की डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं ना, तो आप लोगों का तो हो गया. अब मेरी बात कर लो 1 मिनट. क्यों लगता है आपको, क्यों सुबह 4 बज के उठ के 6 बजे का बस पकड़ के इधर भाग दौड़ करके, एक्सीडेंट हुआ तो भी कुछ करके? What do you think am I here? Anyone? Anyone? घरी कोण ऐकत नाही हो, इकडे बडबड करायला, असं काही वाटतं का? Yes? Yes? Anyone? The last girl, madam? Yes? What do you feel? Some person is coming to you, faculties are taking efforts to arrange a session for you. Why do you think this is happening? To pass some message. What kind of message? Can you please be loud? Yes? Loud and clear. That is going to reflect your confidence.
So that
Yes, absolutely. In the global graph, in the social graph, where we lie matters the most. Just a tag of some degree is not going to decide what we are. Yes? Have you seen any MBBS student coming and talking to you like this? Anytime? Any faculty has experienced this? No. But this is happening why? For some purpose. And what is that purpose? To show a mirror to our own selves. Where we lie in the society, where we lie in the session of academics, where we lie in the global picture, right? Okay, please give a big hand to her. Thank you. So we discussed about this, yes? Myself. So what is required? Confidence is required, and that will come when you continuously acquire knowledge. Continuously acquire. Now the problem is, what should be the mode of knowledge? Our mode is WhatsApp wo Devo Bhava, Facebook Guru, Instagram Global University. And I have seen very closely many of my friends during this travel, सकाळी उठलं की ते रील बघत, म्हणजे ब्रश सुद्धा करणार नाही आणि रात्री झोपताना शेवटचं काम ते रील बघत, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये पण हेच असतं बरं का. एकच गोष्ट आहे. नाउ द प्रॉब्लेम इज we are not channelizing the information that we are receiving. This is the only problem. What we are receiving is good, it's not bad. Of course we make a choice, right? क्या देखना है क्या नहीं देखना है, and in that the lacuna is we are not channelizing it. And second important problem is after channelization we are not reacquiring it. Now whatever I am speaking is not a drafted speech, all that is coming is extempore. But when it is coming, output is there, there has to be some input now. It is coming in Hindi, it is coming in English, it's coming in Marathi, so it's a multi-source input which is coming as an output. But why is it coming? Because it got channelized somewhere and it is getting reacquired. So whatever we see, that has to get channelized, that has to get prioritized, and then it will automatically get reproduced. Now, why doesn't this happen? Why this channelization does not happen? Okay, it does not happen because we lack some long-term vision. What I am telling you is all moral of these stories. We cannot discuss in detail because we have a short amount of time. Okay, so you can just understand this, think over it later. Why this does not happen? Because we lack a vision, and also that we lack an understanding to incorporate all our deeds of the day into that vision. I will explain this with an example. It was not stated by Sachin Tendulkar, but then it became very viral, and it is true for a passionate person in his lifetime. He said, I eat cricket, I drink cricket, I walk cricket, I talk cricket, everything cricket. Okay, and one more example about him. A cricketer asked, sir, what is the secret of your, an interviewer asked Bharat Ratna Sachin Tendulkar, what is the secret of your success? He said, every day I get up, I first face 1,000 balls. I first face 1,000 balls and then I start my day. Means what? Playing cricket is his profession, it is his passion, and he is giving first place to it. Karma yoga iti hari bhakti. He is giving first place to it. Then the interviewer very cleverly asked, sir, if you would have hit a century or a double century the previous night, the answer remains same. The answer remained same. He said, I first faced 1,000 balls and then I see who has commented what, who has appraised me, who has printed or in media what has been come. So what we understand from this? What do we understand from this? Hello, what do we understand from this? And so you might have come across lifetimes of great surgeons who say, I start my day operating 10 cases, 5 cases, 15 cases. Many great clinicians you can come across. And why is this? Because they are prioritized. They have prioritized their passion and profession, their deeds of the day, and they are doing it in all terms. So when we are walking, talking, eating, drinking our profession, our passion, that one aim and objective and goal of life, then whatever you do, you are going to reach there. You are going to reach there. Means what? For example, there is a graph. Okay, there is a graph. Biostatistics, or in school also you might have come. So we see different bars are there in the graph. For example, how much time do I spend? More close example is your mobile phone. How much time do you spend on which app? YouTube में 2 घंटा, WhatsApp में 4 घंटा, Instagram में 6 घंटा. But if you club this as a screen time, it will get compiled one over the other. So what is the broader objective? Screen time. Then you have seen WhatsApp, YouTube, Instagram. Similarly, one aim and objective that drives your life, and then all deeds of yours of the complete day will fall in alignment with that in that section. And when this happens, दुनिया का ग्राफ कैसा है? व्हाट्सएप, इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक, ऐसा. आपका ग्राफ कैसा है? स्क्रीन टाइम. आप यूट्यूब देख रहे तो भी आप आपका स्क्रीन टाइम बढ़ा रहे हैं. आप व्हाट्सएप देख रहे तो भी आप आपका स्क्रीन टाइम बढ़ा रहे हैं. आप फेसबुक, आप दूसरा कुछ यूट्यूब देख रहे तो भी उसमें ही आप बढ़ा रहे हैं. सो मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी इज, व्हेन देयर इज वन अलाइनमेंट विद ए स्पेसिफाइड objective in life, some passion in life, it is adding. For example, mine is, for example, it's research. So whether I am doing research in anatomy or in biochemistry or in clinical subject or in a group study or with 10 universities together, it is adding to what? Number of publications in research. So in terms of research, my graph is, as compared to any other person who is specifically doing in anatomy or in biochemistry or in a specific subject. So what is the moral of the story? When we are passionate about anything, it will add up in all deeds of our life to give a better product, to give a higher productivity. And this can come only when there is vision in life. When there is vision, automatically all things get channelized. For example, I'll quote my own example, how I work. Okay, I'm not quoting the example कि कुछ भारी है, बस कुछ हो रहा है इसलिए I'm quoting that example, and that's easier for me to quote as well. For example, we have a project of architecture. We have to withstand a great मतलब आर्किटेक्चर का एक अपेक्स क्रिएशन हमको करना है. So in whichever place I am going, my eyes will be looking for it. If I am going to a Raj Mahal, I will see the balcony, I will see it like that. If I am going to a lecture hall, I am going to see it like that. If I am coming to an auditorium, I will see it like that. Robert Kiyosaki, you know about him? Robert Kiyosaki is a great businessman from US, and even Trump has been a co-author to many other books. He says, when one who is a businessman will look business everywhere. He learned business. How did he learn business? When he was 12 years of old, he wrote the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So Poor Dad was his biological father who did a traditional job, and Rich Dad had a vision for minting money, and he used to see business everywhere. Yesterday a 10th standard fellow was with me. I gave him a homework. I said, तुला लिंबू सरबतचा व्यापार टाकायचा आहे, आता तू प्लॅनिंग कर. So what he saw, he wrote the same thing. गाडी भाडं एवढं, टाकीचं भाडं एवढं, पाणीचं भाडं एवढं, हे ते. म्हणजे ही एक्सप्लेन्ड मी द एक्सपेन्सेस. अँड वेन आय सेड, तुला गाडी कशाला लागते? तू सायकलच्या मागे कॅन लावू शकतो, एक कॅन भाड्यावर घे विकत घेण्यापेक्षा, तर तुझं हे कमी होईल. आणि ही हॅज टू कॉन्सन्ट्रेट ऑन वॉट ही वॉन्ट्स टू अर्न प्रॉफिट. वाय इज ही स्टार्टिंग द बिझनेस? टू अर्न प्रॉफिट, नॉट टू बेअर एक्सपेन्सेस. अँड वॉट वी आर डुईंग? What is the productivity of our life? What is the productivity of our 24-hour schedule? I am comparing this scenario with our own day-to-day life. You getting me? Why I am quoting day-to-day simple examples? Because they are simpler to understand. So we don't have to see the expenses, we have to see the profit, and accordingly we can plan, and that will only come when there is a defined aim and objective. Yes, for an instance, you want to have an Apple iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now you know how to get it from your parents. Yes or no? हो की नाही? तुम्हाला अमुक वस्तू पाहिजे, मग ती रडून पाहिजे, ती प्रेमाने बोलून पाहिजे, ती चारदा रिक्वेस्ट करून पाहिजे, ती थोडा टँट्रम करून पाहिजे. You will get it the way you want because you have a specified aim and objective. That tantrum is required throughout our life, but for good things. And that tantrum, when that will be more and more broader and broader. That is nothing but the social aspect of whatever we are doing. Satya. Okay, that is, when it is broader and broader, it will automatically consider the social aspect. If I am mad about operating people, of course I will operate them for a reason. Automatically social service will happen. When I am confident of operating 10 patients, I can do one for free. But for that I must have a vision. I have to be a great surgeon. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So what we require is confidence. That will come by continuously acquiring knowledge. What we require is a vision so that we can channelize and prioritize whatever we are seeing, whatever we are taking as an input throughout the day. Is this clear? Two things, what are you going to have? Continuously acquire. Continuously acquire. And second thing, have a, like, when you continuously acquire knowledge, you will have confidence. Yes, you need to have a vision. And the book is open, the book is blank. You decide, but be accountable for it. What is happening, many of my colleagues, I see them getting frustrated when they are working in wards, when they are working in the OT, and we all are aware of this. Whenever there is a mishap with any doctor, of course it is very sad. I am not on the pessimistic side of it. I am a part of the same side of that tragedy. But the thing is, we put up lot of statuses, yes? Doctors are working for 16 hours a day, 24 hours a day, 48-hour shift. Yes or no? Yes or no? There are no proper hostels, there are no proper facilities. तो तुमको किसी ने आमंत्रित किया था? We are talking about rights, but we are not talking about the accountability. And that is why we get frustrated. We stepped up into MBBS by our own choice. We stepped up into post-graduation by our own choice. Make a wise choice. If you cannot enjoy it, don't do it. But why people are doing it? Because we are not thinking. We are not having a specified personal aim and objective. We are following a mob psychology. MBBS हुआ, फिर MD करना है, फिर SS करना है, फिर practice डालना है. Yes or no? Yes or no? And so we are frustrated. Yes or no? If I want a decent salary, what is wrong with pre and paraclinical subjects? Yes or no? Same stipend 90,000 JR1 in anatomy is getting, same stipend JR1 medicine is getting. If he enjoys medicine, he will not get frustrated. He will never have such kind of status. But if he is not, if he is there out of burden, he will always be frustrated. Now, who is responsible for this frustration? Who is responsible for this frustration? Us. So we have to make a wise decision. Have you seen a businessman making a deal of negativities and losses? Have you seen a businessman? Never. In our Marwadi community, they say, 10 पैसा डाला तो 1 रुपए की आवाज आनी चाहिए. You might have heard a podcast about this. Can anyone recall whom am I talking about? There's a young entrepreneur from Bangalore. Find out. Okay. In Marwadi community, there is a saying, 10 पैसा डाला तो 1 रुपए की आवाज आनी चाहिए. Means what? Profit होना चाहिए. So our life has to be profit based. सत्य है. I need not give proofs for my statements. Naturally it is happening. You getting me what I want to highlight? So I am here to tell you the profits of your day-to-day chores. Okay. So did you see yourself? Did you see yourself in the mirror that I am showing you? Did you see me through a transparent glass that I am trying to show you? Yes. So we talked about myself. Now coming to clinician, we already discussed about continuous acquiring knowledge, and we are writing a book ahead of the time. With now he is an intern, 2020 batch fellow from Latur. We are writing a book ahead of the time. So what examples are we quoting? Usually we are expected to learn about suturing and all these hard skills when we come in internship. Of course, it's a part of skill development in CBME, but when I was UG, all this was not there. So despite that, out of curiosity and interest in surgical branches, and our obstetrician units and residents used to allow us under their monitoring. So we used to go. I delivered babies in second year MBBS. I took suturing, first episiotomy suturing in second year MBBS. 30 episiotomy sutures I did when I was second year student. And I assisted LSCS. So this is all ahead of the time. Why there is ahead of time? Why it is ahead of the time? Because we are passionate about it. And from where did I learn? From where did I learn this? I learned it from the maestros of my own field who did it. The example I was telling you, who operated or assisted in operating thyroid surgeries in second year 50 years before. So future is nothing but a past entering from another door in a different way. So we have to follow our maestros who have set benchmarks in our own field. So if we want to become a good and great clinician, tell me how many great clinicians do we know? Any 10 names? Any 10 names? अगर मेरे को एक्टर बनना है तो मैं देखूंगा ना एक्टिंग में कौन कौन अच्छा है, हाँ बच्चन है, ये है, वो है, ऐसा देखूंगा ना. तो आई एम हियर टू बिकम what clinician. Do I know 10 such examples, renowned examples? Forget about the globe. 10 examples from Latur city or from your own native city. It means what? एक दो मत बोलो, 10 पूछा है मैंने. हाँ, अरे यार शादी करने के लिए तुम 10 रिश्ते देखते हो, तो जो फील्ड से मैरी करने वाले उसके लिए 10-20 एग्जाम्पल तो मालूम चाहिए कि नहीं, टिप ऑफ द टंग. सो हमको मालूम नहीं है, बराबर है. इफ एनीवन नोज यू कैन प्लीज स्टैंड अप. आई डोंट वांट टू डिमोट. यस. So if we don't know about them, at least we don't even know the names, then how are we going to know about them? If we are not going to know about them, how are we going to know what exemplary and extraordinary works they have done in their life? And if we don't know about it, would we ever think to be like them? The work that they have done, would we ever think? Yes? So where it has to start all from? From where? Continuously acquire knowledge. Knowledge is not about only what we are getting through books in our curriculum. It is all about what we are getting from the surroundings. How we are receptive. मैं आया, आपको बोल के चला गया. अब लेना है नहीं लेना है आपके ऊपर है. Yes or no? I am responsible for what I do, not for what you understand. So how you have to recept? My transmitter is on, your receptor has also to be on. Physiology. How you can analogize physiology and day-to-day social interactions. So moral of the story is continuously acquire knowledge. Whatever we want to be, whatever we dream to be, whatever we aim to be, whatever we objectify to be, we need to have a plan of action. Yes or no? When I was quoting you the example of the lemonade, right? Limbu sarbatcha gada. So those fellows talked about the expenses, but they did not talk about how many glasses I have to sell. एक ग्लास में कितना ml पानी आता है, उसमें कितना नींबू लगता है. They did not mention about it. It means what? It means what? They did not learn about it. They did not think about it. This is what is happening with us also. We are into MBBS. एग्जाम आ रही है, पढ़ लिया उतना, वीडी जोशी पढ़ लिया, जांबुड़कर पढ़ लिया, जवेरी पढ़ लिया, यही है ना आपके टेक्स्ट बुक्स. हाँ, ग्रेस वेस का तो नाम पता ही नहीं होगा, खाली दूर दूर कभी लेक्चर अटेंड किया तो सुना होगा, दत्ता ग्रेस ऐसा कुछ है ना. सो दिस इज अ डिसहार्टनिंग पॉइंट. हाँ, यस और नो? So what is the difference between a lemonade seller and you? वो उसके फील्ड में मूर्ख है और हम हमारे फील्ड में मूर्ख हैं. हमारे फील्ड का हम नहीं पढ़ेंगे तो कोई और पढ़ेगा क्या? हेलो, सो गए? So this is all about clinician. And coming to society, one aspect that we discussed was when we are able to see what is within us in others, and that can only come when we know our own selves in the existential way. Yes, as anatomists we deal with cadavers. Sorry, as anatomists we deal with cadavers. In the first dissection, did you ever feel ये अभी उठ के बैठ जाएगा? मेरे को तो बहुत बार लगा फर्स्ट ईयर में. यस, होता है ऐसा, होता है ऐसा, उठ के बैठता है. क्यों? यस यस यस, अरे बोलो ना, लॉजिकल है ना एकदम, आप सही हो. क्यों नहीं? व्हाई डजंट द कैडावर सिट? हाँ, what it means to be dead, then we can understand what it means to be alive. If we want to know about light, we have to know about darkness first. Is there any definition of darkness? Absence of light is? So what it means to be dead? Very good. So what is life? The cadaver has the same intestine, same liver, same heart, same diaphragm, same lungs, same everything. Yes or no? हाँ. Same brachioradialis, same pronator, same quadriceps. So what it makes you different from the cadaver? तुमको भी उधर सुला दिया तो are you cadaver? So what makes you different? Yes? Yes? So what is that consciousness? What is that aliveness? You are coming close to the answer. Yes, anyone would like to add? Biochemistry comes into picture. हाँ, so metabolism requires what? What is your energy currency? ATP. Now what is producing that ATP? What is giving me the energy to speak, the energy to see, the energy to listen, to energy to talk, walk? जो मुझको चला रहा है वो भी गली के कुत्ते को चला रहा है. जो मुझसे बुलवा रहा है वही उसको भौंकवा रहा है. Yes or no? So what is that energy? What do you call it in a layman's language? हाँ, what do you call it as? Yes? In Marathi we call it as Atma. In Sanskrit we tell it as Atman. In English we call it as a soul. In a scientific language we can define it as a driving energy of life. Please sit down. Good. So now this driving energy which is making me speak is the same driving energy which is making you speak. तो जीभ और दांत के बीच में दांत भी मेरे, जीभ भी मेरी, अगर ऐसा हमारा अंडरस्टैंडिंग होगा, विल यू एवर ट्राई टू पर्पसफुली बाइट योर टंग? हेलो, विल यू बाइट योर टंग? सो दिस इज हाउ लाइफ विल वर्क. एंड इफ यू डोंट बाइट योर टंग, विल यू एवर फाइट और क्वारल विद एनीवन फॉर एनी कॉज? जाऊ दे, माझं ते, उसने चिल्लाया ना, तो देर आर टू पर्स्पेक्टिव्स. वन, मला बोलला, मला एक मारला, तुला दोन मारतो. अँड द अदर एस्पेक्ट, बिचारा त्रासलेला असेल ना, काहीतरी झालं असेल ना, काय झालं तुला, असं का रागवलंस? दीज आर द टू अप्रोचेस. वन इज अ फादरली अप्रोच अँड वन इज अ मदरली अप्रोच. वन इज अ ड्युरा मॅटर अप्रोच अँड वन इज अ पाया मॅटर अप्रोच. So you have to decide what kind of approach you want, and this is the way you will establish the type of society you want to live in. So talking about me, myself, talking about the field as a clinician, and talking about the society we want to try to live in is how we see ourselves as a clinician in the society. Is how we see ourselves as a clinician in the society. So I think my time is done, and with this I thank you for your patient listening. And now again I thank Dean Dr. Jamadar sir for allowing me this opportunity to interact with you. I hope I have not bored you much. And there are a few take-home messages. I'll try to give it in the best and simple possible way with day-to-day examples. So thank you once again. Thank you very much.
लेक्चर मला वाटतं सगळ्यांना खूप खूप आवडलेलं आहे. मला पण खूप आवडलं आणि कौतुक या गोष्टीचं आहे. तुमच्यापेक्षा फक्त 4 वर्षांनी पुढे आहे. म्हणजे डिग्री इज नॉट ए पार्ट. तुमची स्वतःची जे कॉन्फिडन्स आहे that matters a lot, and he is an example of that. So really very much thankful, and hope you will have again and again for coming batches. आणि आम्हाला आवडेल. मी कॉलेजच्या वतीने धन्यवाद व्यक्त करतो आणि आय हँड ओव्हर माईक टू डॉक्टर ऑटनकर.
So once again, I thank you, Dr. Rohit, for a good brainstorming session. What we teachers are telling continuously to you has been explained in a very simple and a very lucrative manner. आता तुम्हाला कळालं असेल आम्ही जे ओरडतो तुम्हाला दर लेक्चर ओरडतो ना आता बंद. So this lecture definitely I think so have motivated you for the broader respect to see your vision and to have a confidence for not only the exams, what we use daily, what we told you in all the lectures, that study not for the exam, study for yes, acquiring knowledge and to become successful. So once you acquire knowledge, then you will become confident and then you will be a better clinician. So once again, I thank you, Dr. Rohit Taparia, to be here and to guide you all. I thank Dr. Jamadar sir, Dr. Narwa sir, our beloved Dr. Shurve sir, Dr. Madam, for being here, all our staff members and all of you. So thank you once again, and by this I conclude this presentation. Thank you.
I would like to tell you one more thing. He is a student of our student. His PC guide is our student, second batch student of MIMSR Medical College, Dr. Sanjay Ulari. Now he is a guide of Dr. Rohit Taparia. Circle complete.